Good morning, everyone, and thanks for braving the weather to make it here, whether by boat, by foot, or by car. It is one of those summers, I'm afraid. My name is Prof Riemer. I'm Professor of Information Technology and Organization at the University of Sydney Business School. That's a mouthful. I am an information systems scholar, not a computer scientist, but I am the product of the success story that is computer science, because computer science has inspired all these disciplinary offshoots and made its way into all parts of society. And today we're here to celebrate that. I was actually emceeing this event with my colleague Sandra Peter together. Unfortunately, you will have much less than half the fun because she's not here. So you will have to put up with me for the morning. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of Australia and recognize their continuing connection to land, water, culture, knowledge, and the future, in fact. We're here on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, on which the University of Sydney is built. And I acknowledge and pay my respect to the traditional owners, and I would like you to join me in also paying respect to the knowledge embedded forever in the Australian custodianship of country, as we share our knowledge, teaching, learning, and research practices here within the University of Sydney on their land. Now, it's my pleasure to welcome you to what is an actually historic event, right? So we're using this term historic quite liberally often, but we live in the digital age. And as far as the digital age goes, as far as computer science goes, 70 years ago, at the conference whose anniversary we're celebrating here, this is where things kicked off. And so I welcome you to the Pearcey Foundation's Riding the Digital Wave Summit, because it is now, well, it's not 70, it's actually 71 years, right? So this conference has been through a few date and changes and a few waves, but we're finally here together and in person, right? So if this is an alien experience to you, don't be afraid. The person next to you, they're nice. I know we're sitting closer than many of us have in the past 2 or so years. But we will get through this together. And by the end of today, we not only have celebrated the birth of computer science, we've also reacquainted each other of what it's like to be in a room full of people, right? So that's exciting. So the first conference of computer science was held here on the grounds of the University of Sydney, actually in the Matson building. If it was a nice day, I would say take a stroll in the lunch break. It's an equally old and esteemed building. And that first conference brought together a lot of people from all different walks of academic life, mathematicians, engineers, scientists, people who had an interest in running computation on these fabulous new digital programming automatic machines. Because as we all know, up until that point, computers were people. So this was the dawn of a new age. And people came together, enthusiasts, people who wanted to learn, came together here to share their knowledge, their insight, and celebrate one of the first computers in the world, right? CSIRAC Mk1, that was on the grounds of the University of Sydney. We later handed it down to the University of Melbourne, but we're not talking about that. But truly, people came from all over the country to meet here for the first time. And it is a truly momentous occasion.